G'day there, g'day there, g'day there, g'day there. Welcome to the Raeside. My name is Hannah. I'm living in Star Wars right now. I'm living my best Star Wars dream. Actually, that's a character. That's a character I would love to see a live show on. Let me know if you're staying up for it. I'm gonna be here live. All right, please don't break. Please don't break. The cameos, but I'm sure there'll be some. That's great. I prefer this recipe. I don't know what this would be helpful for. Oh, maybe I should stop there with the detail. I'm going to get carried away. Welcome back to the Raeside and g'day there. Hope you're doing well. Hope I've caught you on a good day. Bit of a sad day, bit of a mixed emotions day as we got some news, of course, from EA themselves about Jedi Survivor, which we'll get into a lengthy discussion about, I am sure. But it's great to be back for another week, another show. We are continuing our read-through of the sacred texts of Star Wars, also known as the visual dictionaries. So that's going to be super exciting. So we've got a lot to do today, a lot to talk about, a lot to get through, but I'm glad you're here for the ride. First things first, though, make sure if you want to become a member, join the Race Squad. And all the exclusives are coming out. The gold tier just got their exclusive podcast. Blue tier and gold tier, blue and gold squad members. There we go. Getting their exclusive this live show this weekend as well. So if you want to be a part of that and get those things that you can't get anywhere else from the Rayside, make sure you click join down below and become a Race Squad member today. And of course, make sure you keep an eye out for the weekly videos coming out here, the Mando Mondays. So that's Monday US time. That's Tuesday here in Australia. But I'm dropping a prediction video for Mando Season 3 every Monday, which is super fun. Open up some good discussion. And this week's video went very well. A lot of people had a lot of thoughts on it. And I love talking about it with you guys in the comments of those videos. So make sure you're checking those out. And of course, last week we didn't have one, but the Best of Star Wars series is still going. In its weekly format every weekend, dropping a best of Star Wars just to share a bit of the Star Wars love and positivity around the place. So make sure you're checking those out. And last but not least, Super Chat Live. If you want to support me here, what I'm doing, the content I'm creating here, make sure you can do that now. You can do that. You couldn't do it before, but you can be Super Chatting live here if you want to support me. Alrighty. Who have we got on the chat before we start talking? Who have we got? We got Sevilla, we got Mark, Indiota, Sin City. We got Danny. Hello, g'day there. And Mark and JS, great to have you guys here. Hope you're doing well from Las Vegas. I love it. They are so long, but I love it. I literally sit down, put my spectacles on and go, okay, what Sin City has got? What has he got for me today? So I'm enjoying your comments so much, friend. I'm loving them. Jess, new streamer, just got in right time. Just finished doing the Assassin's Creed session. Nice. Good stuff. Dale, g'day there, friend. Good correction. You almost got it wrong there. That was very close. I'll let that one slide. But great to have you here, friend. And we got Jace, hello there. And Joey from Chicago. What do I know? I don't know much about Chicago. You've got that big mirror thing in the middle of your city. That's all I know about Chicago. But welcome to the stream. You know, I don't think that. I never said that. I never said I thought that. All right, well, let's get into the chatter today. Of course, when did this? It came out a couple of hours ago. I think I saw it. EA posted it, and I saw it 15 minutes after. So I don't know if anyone's got any claim to how fast they saw this news. But yeah, spicy news. EA delaying Jedi Survivor, which was slated for, I already forgot, March 8th? Was it March 1st or March 8th? No, March 1st, surely. I can't even remember the initial date. And pushed back to April 28th. So that is a good 6-week period there, which, you know what? I have a little bit of thoughts, quite a lot of thoughts on, actually. Hello, Master Steve-O. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, Indiota. Yeah, it was literally this morning. Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I can't ignore it. I've got the live show like in a couple hours. I can't ignore this. Even though we had our plan for today, we still have to talk about this news. So I'll talk a little bit about how I felt about it, and then I'm going to read your comments. So right now, let me know in the comments live what you thought of this news. You know what? at this point, I'm kind of used to EA delaying, well, not EA, but Star Wars being delayed. And I made a tweet about it. I'm not trying to be too salty about it, but Andor, Bad Batch, Mando now. What else had it? When Lego Star Wars came out last, was that May or March or April? Around this time as well. They all had delays for the past 12 months of Star Wars content. Every single thing that has come out, except for Tales of the Jedi. I think Tales of the Jedi was the only thing that didn't get delayed. Everything else has gotten delayed. So that's odd. It's just an odd streak of delaying. Maybe they should like pick up on that they realize, oh, we're not setting realistic timelines for our media and content we're creating. How about we give ourselves a little bit of time? But what can you do? What can you do? But I've had a lot of questions about like the way they schedule things. I think the Bad Batch coming out when it has was very, very odd. I thought Bad Batch should have probably come out start of December, so we had less gap between Andor and Bad Batch. And then by the time Mando rolls around, Bad Batch would be finished because we still have this overlap. We still have Bad Batch continuing. It's got 16 episodes, so that's not finishing till April. And no, hang on. No, that doesn't finish till March, and Mando starts the start of March. So there's a lot of overlap. And it's a little bit messy to me. And also because I feel like each piece of these pieces of media should get their time to shine. And I think Bad Batch is obviously going to be less popular than Mando. I think that should have its space. Bad Batch should have its space to try and get its own audience. I saw some stats that it is doing pretty well on Disney Plus. But I feel like I wanted Bad Batch to have its own space. But for this game in particular, they said, they just want to polish some things off, which, what else are they going to say? So that's a pretty standard statement to make about it. So, is it because, they don't want Mando and Jedi Survivor running at the same time? I think that's more likely. I think that's why they pushed back Bad Batch in the first place, because they didn't want Bad Batch running at the same time as Andor. But it just baffles me how they don't look ahead that little bit more, going, okay, we've got a whole year of weeks to fill. We've got 52 weeks. We could run it all back to back. We could run Bad Batch, then 2 weeks after Bad Batch finishes, let's drop Mando. 2 weeks after Mando finishes, let's drop Jedi Survivor. And then that runs into Celebration, and then we get all the trail. I'm not a marketing genius, but I don't know. I just feel like someone's got to think it through a little bit more over there. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Let's head to the comment section. What have you guys got to say about it? Sin City coming in with the $5 dues. This is for the arts and crafts and cooking budget. Thank you so much, because that is a big budget. Today's one, I had these books, but all the cooking and supplies, the paints, the glues, the kits that we made at AT80 the other week, all that does cost money, and it is out of my pocket. So I appreciate that, Sin City. That goes straight into the budget for all those lovely crafts we get to make here on the channel. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you for being so supportive. All right, let's get to it. What do you guys think? I don't mind that. I was kind of worried we'll be getting Mando Season 3, Bad Batch, Survivor all in 1 week. It was overwhelming. Everyone's been saying that. Like, March for Star Wars fans was like, it was good, but it was like overwhelming. It's like full on. We got a lot going on. We're talking about Chicago. Right. I'll come back to that, actually. I need to know more about Chicago. Grogu and the Dust Bunnies wasn't delayed. You know what? You got that right. Hello, Ty. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Elliot. Great to be here. JS saying, I'm used to the games and other media being delayed, which I totally get why. It makes sense. Sure, the game is polished enough for the players to enjoy the game. Yeah, it's just interesting. And they've had a lot of time. Like, but also I completely empathize that I think there's a big kind of what's the word I'm going for? There's just a stigma around the gaming industry. Like, everything is on quite a quick timeline. Everyone's overworked. So I don't want to be like, oh, I want it now. Like, that's not really what I'm kind of complaining about, because I think it would be very involved. And, they're trying to make this game really expansive and massive. Like, it would be a massive amount of work. Yeah. Real did it actually? I don't even remember that. That's like somehow blanked in my mind, that whole 2019. That was cool. Hey, Chicken Texas. Great to have you here. Thank you, Sin City. Appreciate it. Thor, I'm not trying to be that guy, but the marketing was so awesome when George was around. Celebration 3 was incredible, and all the stores had aisles of figures. Yeah, I mean, that's a whole other conversation about like the whole marketing of Star Wars these days. And like, it's like we get, Bad Batch came out 20. Was that 2020 or 20? No, that was 2021. That was 2021. And it was like mid 2022, we were like getting Bad Batch Lego. It was very strange. It's very, very odd. And even if you go into a Target or I don't know, US stores like Walmart, or if you're in Australia, like Big W or something. Yeah, you kind of see like I was gonna take a photo of it and tweet it out actually, because it was like figures of like Mando season 1 and like figures of what else was there? Of like there is a lot of sequel stuff as well still. And it's it's been a while. There's been like so much stuff. There's been 2 seasons of Bad Batch. There's been 2 seasons of Mando. There's been the Book of Boba Fett. And I'm like, where's that stuff? Where's that stuff? Sam chiming in. As a developer for a big Fortune 500 company, I can understand the pushback. Could it be a financial decision? Potentially, but I personally doubt it. It's a highly anticipated game. Well, thank you for your work. Appreciate you, developers. My brother's a developer, and it's a hard slog. So I appreciate you. Great work, what you're doing over there. Could it be a financial decision? In what context? Expand on that for me. So, in the sense that the timing of it. So it's like the release date of it, they get more sales because people aren't being like focused on Mando. They can be focused on something else now. But that's a good question to ask. Like, there's so many factors it could be. It could be. And I agree, it is a highly anticipated game. Absolutely. You know what? I did think of this. This is one positive that is quite big of this pushback announcement is it gives us time to read Battle Scars, which is the prequel novel to the game. So I'm very keen to read through that. So that's a positive. That's a positive. Wisdom Gaming, hello. Welcome to the show. Hey, Sajid. How you doing? Howdy, Timmy. Great to have you here. Sajid, they definitely pushed it back in relation to something in Mando, whether it be an in-universe connection or financial focus. Yeah, if it was I'm like the biggest fan of the idea of Cal Kestis being in live action, and like every live action thing coming out at the moment, I'm like, oh, Cal Kestis can be in it. So I'm a big fan of that. But also, if they knew Cal, like they would have known filming it like over a year ago filming. So they would have known. They would have, and like they would have been like, oh, Cal's gonna be in Mando season 3. Like, we better make sure the game comes out after that. Something like that. Unless it was a last minute change, last minute addition. Very, very interesting. Hey, Brooke, welcome to the stream. To get some latest updates and stuff. Well, a lot's happened since you've been at work. A lot has happened. Danny coming in. I was wondering if they're going to wait for the hype of the pre-Harry Potter game to die down. That's a good question. I'm not a Harry Potter fan much, but I know there is a game out. But someone in the comments let me know, has that dropped? Or was that like there's like beta stuff of it coming out? Or like I've seen some big like gamers like playing trials of it. Like, is that out yet, or is it? I know it's coming out at some point, but that's a good point. And there's often this thread, I think, with Star Wars media. I think if we skip back to last year, the Andor pushback, that was really interesting. But it made sense because what was coming out then? House of Dragon and Rings of Power. Those 2 shows did very well, very popular. And Andor, I think, was trying to, punch it out and be like, yep, we're going to be this awesome, great thing. They went hard on that marketing of that show. And so they pushed it back. And I'm like 100% certain they pushed back Andor because House of Dragon and Rings of Power were doing so well. So you could be, who was that, Danny? Yeah. This could be a great like suggestion of what could be another reason. Because yeah, when does the Harry Potter come? Drops Feb 10th. Okay. Feb 10th. Okay, so I mean, it's like a week away. It's like 10 days away. So, and it still would have been a little bit of time between the games, but maybe they wanted more of a buffer, more people to like, play that Harry Potter game, get to it, enjoy it, and then still have like kind of the capacity to be like, oh, there's this other cool, open worlds explore as like a fictional character game. So maybe they wanted some more space for that. Hey, Dominic, welcome to the chat. Great to have you here, friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great start to the week. Absolutely. There was so much coming out at the time, right? Hey, Appo. What up, boys? Just made myself a Diet Pepsi float because there weren't any spoons and I am very nauseous. What's going on? Well, firstly, there's so much going on there. Your Diet Pepsi float? Because there weren't any spoons. Are you nauseous because you had the Diet Pepsi float, or is it making you feel better? I don't even know what's going on there, but great to have you here, Appo. Fantastic to have you in the show. Gold Squadron represent. February 10th for Xbox, PS5, and PC, but for PS4 and Xbox One, it's April 4th. For the Switch, it's July 5th. Now, riddle me that. Why do they change it for every console? That's fascinating. People slept on Andor, but they missed out on some fire. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Hey, Brady. Great to have you in the show. I could see that. Legacy looks like an incredible game. And yet, yeah, like I just said, it's like that same, like, let me be a fantasy character running around in, like, cool environments. Like, that's from what the very bare minimum of what I've seen of this Legacy game of Harry Potter. What's it? Hogwarts Legacy? Is that what it's called? That's all I know from it. It's just you get to run around as a fictional character. So I'm like, yeah, well, that's pretty much what Jedi Survivor is, just with a lightsaber instead of a wand. Oh yeah, is that float like an Aussie spider? I think so. I think so, Caleb. For sure, for sure. Appo, stay with us, buddy. Stay with us. It's G'd. Okay, Star Wars used to make other properties be nervous about releasing content at the same time. Now Star Wars is pushing every project back. It seems like avoiding competition. And you know what? I can understand that, but also I feel like if they did the opposite, maybe it would like backfire in a good way, where they, if they just dropped Andor, with something, with Rings of Power and House of Dragon, all those things, like maybe it would do really well because people are like, oh, there's so much great to watch. Like, they kind of go, oh, there's too much to watch. It's like a 40-minute or 1 hour episode like a week for those shows. I haven't seen either of those shows, but just my knowledge of it. Just like I feel like people have more time, and it's like if they're in the mood, being like, oh, I'm enjoying this like fantasy show, like maybe that might be a good time to drop that kind of stuff. I don't know. I know the truly sad truth is Star Wars stuff now delays because of other franchises. Well, in the past it was everyone else delaying because Star Wars. Yeah. Sajid and Sin City saying the same thing. It is sad though. It is sad that they don't kind of have that confidence to do it anymore. Yeah, I only knew that there was a Harry Potter game existing because of the what was it? Was it the Game Awards? The Game Awards when the Jedi Survivor trailer dropped. I like watched that, and then the Harry Potter game was like a couple of trailers before Survivor. So that's the only reason I knew that existed for sure. JS, as a Harry Potter Harry Potter franchise fan, I'm pumped for the game. At least Hogwarts Legacy is coming on PS4. I wish that was for Star Wars. Lol, right? Right. I do want to get an Xbox One before Survivor comes. So that gives us more time. That's the other. Okay, 2 pros. We get to read Battle Scars, the prequel book to Survivor, but we have time to read it now. Before we had like a week or something. And the other pro is if you're saving up for a better console, a PS5 or an Xbox, whatever. I forget even what the latest Xbox is now. If you're saving up for one, we've got time. We've got time. Save your pennies. We've got time to save. The Flying Frisch. I don't know how to say that. I'm so high up on Andor. I don't know when to rewatch. Yeah, it's I haven't done a rewatch. I haven't touched Andor since it came out, to be honest. Not purposefully. The Harry Potter Legacy games looks incredible. It's an adventure RPG with some combat. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. Yeah, a lot of Harry Potter fans in the chat today. Love it. Series S. Is that I kept saying Xbox. That's definitely not the latest. Series S, X or S. Yeah, for sure. That is so true. More time for the race squad to contribute to that new console. Absolutely. Thank you, squad member. Hey Timothy, how you doing? Why they do this? I guess it'll give me time to finish The Last of Us. Yeah, you know what? And that's another thing. If we talk about the now, the happenings of now, Last of Us is pumping. Everyone is loving that show, rightfully so. I haven't jumped on it. I probably will at some point. Maybe at the end I can binge it. But that show's doing well. You know what? And I think Mando will so easily kind of not combat because it's not like they're against each other, but it's like, just so easily rival. Mando's gonna season 3 is gonna be very anticipated. I think, the last if we talk about the majority of casual fans, like there's like 1% of Star Wars fans that are like on YouTube and on Twitter and on Instagram. So it's like there's like hundreds of thousands of other fans out there that are like aren't, actively on social media. Those fans, the last they saw of Mando was Luke Skywalker, which was like massive and like broke the internet and like broke every Star Wars fan ever. So Mando season 3 is going to have some great anticipation going into it, and I cannot wait for those streams. I cannot wait I'm thinking of just changing the show completely, and they're just going to be massive. Essentially, if you've been with this channel and you've been with me, we've done countdowns for Andor, Tales of the Jedi, and Bad Batch. They're like 3-hour streams where we like do games and trivia and do a bunch of stuff. It's really, really fun. I'm literally thinking of doing that every episode of Mando, and it's just going to be insane every week. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Hey, Jordan. Great to be here. I'm not going to play it. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. My girlfriend is, but she's not a gamer. So I just, no, I'm probably not going to do it, to be honest. But I appreciate that it exists. And Harry Potter is very successful. I'm very happy for people getting Harry Potter. You know what I mean? Hey, mate, you highly recommend The Last of Us? Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not a person that kind of succumbs to the hype of a show, but it looks really good, and I love Pedro, so, I think I might jump on it. I think I'm like, would you recommend do you guys recommend catching up now, watching it weekly, or waiting for the binge? If you're watching Last of Us, let me know down below. Binge or watch now? Let me know. It's been a great Sevilla saying it's been a really great 3 episodes so far. That's what I keep seeing, sorry. People just saying it's like the greatest thing ever. Fantastic. I mean, the game. Right. I never nitpicks on the show so far, but I respect others' opinion. That's right. I forget, right? I should have specified. Well, then you can finish the game before you get to Survivor. For sure. Pedro Pascal doing the same thing every show, taking care of a kid he randomly finds. I love that. What a great like through line of a character. I love it. Hey Ronan, at least I have time to play Sons of the Forest and Hogwarts, plus we get Mando back for sure. Daddy Pascal, that is his official title. Agree. Watch weekly. So, okay, Sam, you're saying watch weekly. Caleb agreeing weekly. It's an event series. I would love it for that. Okay. Oh, Sin City saying always binge, just in case the show blows. Okay. Well, okay. And Mark agreeing. Wait and binge. All right. Dale saying weekly. Gotcha. Hey, Kevin, into the hype, but man, the game low-key changed my life when I was like 15 or so. So I'm deaf here for it weekly. Okay. So, we're pretty split on things, but I love that. Thank you for being here too, man. I appreciate you being in the live. Epic. Pedro is a good actor. Also, I know nothing of The Last of Us media outside of game theory. There you go. I haven't played any other games except for Star Wars games and Halo games. That's the thing. That's why it's funny. I do gaming and it's like, oh yeah, do these other games. I'm like, I've never played like a game that isn't Halo or Star Wars. Yeah. So hey, Vibey, great to have you here. Saying weekly. Dale saying weekly. Okay. Star Wars Sith. Oh my god, where's the link? I should have had the link in the description right now. Open another tab. Keep me speaking to you. Open another tab. Check out Star Wars Sith. Fantastic Tony. Me and we had a chat over there on his channel, talking Star Wars news and just Star Wars love. We just love Star Wars. We just talked about what we love. It was amazing. Really great channel. Go check him out right now. Open another tab. Check it out. Good plug there. So Star Wars Sith. Great to have you here in the live show, friend. Great to have you here. Steve, sorry, I didn't even read your comment. Hang on. What's up, Anna? Watch Weekly. I never played the game, but the show is amazing. I'm surprised how much I like it. Okay, good to know. So you're on the team Weekly. Okay, I should be watching Weekly. Steve, I'm watching Weekly and loving it. Really giving me something to look forward to on Sunday nights. That's right, because it's when I'm gaming, and then everyone's like, "Up, gotta go, like gotta watch The Last of Us," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Okay. I was really happy Survivor got the delay. The first game launched with some bugs, so this should help scores when it's released. When it releases, yeah. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Guys, she's I don't even watch the show, but is her name Ellie? I don't. I feel like that's her name. Don't really care about the delay, to be honest. It kind of works out for me. Yeah, that's what we're saying. There's actually kind of some pros to the delay. But glad it does work out for you. Played the game just before the show came out, and it was so emotionally I was so emotionally traumatized, but it was incredible. That's what I keep seeing. I just keep seeing like on TikTok and like Instagram, like just people like having like emotional breakdowns over. And I'm like, why are people recommending this? That doesn't look like a fun experience. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate it. It's this is super fun. This is just like my dialogue I have here is just what goes on in my head. I just happen to tell you guys about it. Send me a super chat and then I will. Odd Republic. That's another game I need to get on. Actually, Sith podcast. There it is. Sith podcast. Think 3K by the end of March. You heard it here first. Ooh, that's a tough goal, but we could do it. We can do it. Watch now, or else you will accidentally. Yeah, I mean, all I know is that Pedro is like a dad, and that Nick Offerman is gay, and I love both of those things immensely. So I love it. That's probably those two facts are like probably enough for me to like go. Oh, Kyle, I'm gonna watch it now. Don't mind me. Just it's kind of awkward sipping on a. This is my Mando water bottle, but it's not. I don't feel like an adult when I have to sip from a bottle like that, like a child. If I'm having an emotional breakdown, it's a sign it's good. Okay, gotcha. Appreciate the good work. The streams after Tuesday always help me get through the day more effectively. Oh, I appreciate that, Brooke. It's always a great time. You've always got great comments as well. See, why is this a good thing? You're all having emotional breakdowns from the game. Just started the zombies are hard. Otherwise, yeah, Star Wars Sith is here. He's here. Good friends. He's a legend, isn't he? He's a legend. Delays also ensures less crunch at the studio, which is usually really hard on developers. Even the 6 weeks will make an even better product. So excited. Yeah, and I was mentioning that before. My eldest brother is a software developer, and often I've asked because he's a pretty big gamer. I say, would you ever get into game development? And it's the slog of having to work in the game development industry is just the pressure, the time crunches, all the stresses of it is just so large in a lot of companies these days. So I do appreciate that. I agree with you here. It's like, even if it is just 6 weeks, that might alleviate a lot for, people like us that are working on the game. For sure, for sure. Why so confident? Why are you so confident? Also, hey Otter, it is good to have you. I saw you before. Hey man. Hey man. Winnie in the race squad, sippy cups. Imagine. Oh, I love that. Oh my god, I want that on a shirt. Some of the best media are the ones we film them afterwards. You know what? I can kind of understand that because I feel like, Clone Wars Season 7, I feel like we could all agree here that was incredibly numbingly, emotionally destroying and just I don't think I said a word for about 4 hours after watching the finale. Just like emotion just like wiped out. So, you know what? That I kind of get what you're saying there. You think the show is good, the game is amazing, and very emotional. Best video game adaptation, 10 out of 10. Oh, hang on, where we going? Sam, game development is the most competitive software industry and the worst. Yeah, I take your word for that. I take your word for that. Very hope you don't mind a huge comment I left on your podcast video. Guys, become a member and check it out. It was sick. Yeah, again, if you want to become a channel member, you get to be part. You can be part of the Blue Squad or I was going to say the Ray Squad, Blue Squad or the Gold Squad. And the Gold Squad gets a completely exclusive podcast episode every 2 weeks. So only that level, Gold Squad, can see that exclusive podcast. It's called Off the Wall Star Wars. We just theorize really wild stuff, and it's going to be super interactive. So make sure if you do want to support me here, become a member, and you get to have cool stuff as well. You get to get great stuff out of it. So yes, Mark, but I will get to that. You guys are sending such lengthy responses to that podcast, so I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Where were we? Where were we? I spoke into existence. Steve coming in with the $5 dues. I got you, Commander. Halo 2 streams when you're doing Commander Appo's work, but I love it. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate the contribution to the channel. Okay. Well, because you did follow through, you did send a super for it. I'll organize something out. I'll organize something. I'll get it together. So G, did I ever watch The Walking Dead? No, I didn't. I'm pretty exclusive when it comes to content. Like I don't know if you guys have like realized by now, but it's like people go, "Oh, have you seen that? Have you played this?" It's like, no, if it's not Star Wars or Halo or like I don't know, like some old Pokemon, like I haven't seen it or watched it or played it. Indy Yoda agree? Yes, the Star Wars Clone Wars season 7 finale was absolutely destroying. I waited a few hours and rewatched the ending and it cried. It was brilliant. Yeah, like the crying. The hardest I actually cried. We're gonna get real here in the stream today. Let's share the hardest we've ever cried in Star Wars. The hardest I've ever cried in Star Wars was actually oddly not season 7. It was back in would have been like 2011, 2012. In season 5 when Ahsoka left the Jedi Order. Because I was almost the same age as Ahsoka as that show was coming out. I was like 12, 13. Oh, no, I would have been older. 13, 14 when that came out. And I very much related to her. And when she left, I bawled like a baby. And I think I've mentioned it here before that if I'm talking to my family and, if I'm upset about something, they go, okay, on a scale of 1 to Ahsoka leaving the Jedi Order, how upset at you? Because just that, I've just never cried so hard seeing Ahsoka leave. But yeah, gee, we're getting vulnerable here, aren't we? Always though it's a good book or show, when I think about it or feel it for days, weeks later, I think about the characters for sure. Oh my god, we're having a dollary do-off here. Wow, that's a sentence I never thought I would say. Commander Appo jumping in with another $5 dues. You dare try to one-up me, Steve? I can hold my own. Hey, Halo 2 win. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Appo, for the support. I feel like the more money that goes into this Halo 2 stream, the sooner it has to be. I love it. Thank you, Appo. Appreciate you as always. That's true. That's true. Hello, champion. Hello. Great to have you here. Congrats on the monetization, but by the way, I know it happened a while ago now, but still. Thank you so much, though. I appreciate that. It was only a couple of weeks ago. It wasn't too long ago, but it's been a wild ride. It's been awesome. So thank you for your congrats. Appreciate it. The Halo. See, again, I'm a big fan of Halo. I haven't even seen the Halo show. I don't even know I haven't seen any of these things. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing with my time. Right? Merch does help because I'm gonna need that Mustafa shirt. Yeah, is it pinned in the chat? I think I did that right. There should be a big thing at the side here. But I do have merch. There's a link down below, and it should be pinned there. I do have a big Star Wars Planets merch line that goes into running stuff, making stuff, buying food, and random stuff we make here on the show. All that money goes straight into all that budget. So yes. But check it out. But that's what I'm like. If you're gonna like help me out, like I want to help you out. So like, if you buy merch, you get a cool shirt out of it or sweatshirt out of it, and I get to buy more AT-ATs to build here. So win-win. But yes, you can check that out. Link in below as well. The flying. Frisch? I still don't know how to say this. Some people reject pain, but I'll embrace it because life gets no realer than when you're feeling emotions. That is beautiful, actually. That's fantastic. It's I'm gonna print that on a poster above my bed. That's beautiful. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, agreeing with me. The last episode of Clone Wars season 7, just extremely depressing, but at the same time, I could kind of see it coming. Yep. Right. It's so strange. It's like we know Order 66 happened, and then still when it's like Order 66, you're just like, oh my God, what? Like, oh no. It's wild. I'm an old man and I cried. Love that. That's how I assumed you said that sentence. So G5 gets me, fives gets me every time, the entire sequence. Yeah, I agree. JS, when Vader died in episode 6, yeah, that's a pretty big. I don't think I cried there, but that is emotional though. I cried at the end of Rebels. Sabine's voice over the Ahsoka appeared. I can't lie. You know what? That is moving. That I just watched it the other day, and like Kanan's death, like that. That is some moving Star Wars there. That is deep. Shed tears of joy. I love it. I love it. Ahsoka and Vader and Rebels for sure. I agree with you there, Brady. I don't know what the top three are. Rebels finale, Ahsoka leaving, and with joy when Ahsoka met Luke and Book of Boba Fett. I feel like that wasn't spoken about enough. Like that was insane. But yeah, I agree. I agree. One of the only scenes in Star Wars that still makes me cry is the scene that takes place after Kenobi chops up General Skywalker. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. I mean, we've all seen that many times, but it's still just so like the way he yells, "I loved you," was just so like guttural. Like I love like the way he yells at it. Oh, so moving. We've really gone off topic here, haven't we, today? We're 37 minutes in, and we're like not even finished the news topic of today. We still got a whole show of sacred texts to read, but we'll get to that soon. We'll get to it super soon. Kenny's death in Rebels is the heaviest Star Wars moment to get through. Yeah, it is heavy. I cried twice in my Star Wars history when Luke showed up in Mando. Yes. When Qui-Gon showed up in Kenobi. Yeah, actually, that was very emotional. I was very moved. I'm a big Liam Neeson fan, big Qui-Gon fan. I agree with you there. Don't watch it. Okay, so as a Halo fan, I'm a Halo fan. I shouldn't watch the show because all I know is that it isn't canon. It isn't canonically linked to the games at all, which I find bizarre. Yeah, actually, Kenobi, I got really. You know what? Also, when at the end of Kenobi, as well as this moment, Danny, the when Kenobi kneels down and starts to explain to Leia, what Anakin and Padme were like. Oh, just thinking about it, I could like bawl right now. Jeez, man. Vibey, Kanan's death was tragic. He became one of the Force, and he got his vision back. It was crazy. Yeah, it was a very full circle moment, wasn't it? Full circle moment. I cried the first time watching Star Wars when I first watched Episode 3 during the Mustafar scene, and as an adult, after only ever being, after only ever having seen it as a young kid before. Yeah, it's a big moment. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Would I ever draw Darth Maul? I'm not a drawer. I'm more of like a hands-on, like sculpt it, make it out of something. I could make Darth Maul out of something, but I'm not. The drawing isn't with me. I don't have that ability. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, so he also cried in the Order 66 scene in Fallen Order. I don't think I cried in that, to be honest. I felt like it was heavy, but I don't think I cried in that. But for sure, it is moving. It is heavy. I just freaked out for a second. Only up to season 4 Clone Wars. I know spoilers, but I'm still loving the episodes as they come. Not sure I would have watched them if it wasn't for this chat. Bringing? Do you mean bringing it up? Good. I'm glad that we convinced you that it's there and it's great storytelling. I saw a tweet from someone. I super agreed with it on Twitter the other day. Of like, you're not less of a Star Wars fan if you haven't seen Rebels or Clone Wars, but it's like if you want to have a rounded view of the galaxy at that period, like it's there. It's there for you to have. But it's super enjoyable. But that's fantastic to hear, Mark. Can't wait till you watch all the seasons, actually. It's gonna be wild. For sure. Yeah, that is the celebrate the Ewok celebration music is really like I don't get like because even though it's happy, I just get like really emotional that it's like, oh, it's all done now. CT17, great to have you in the chat. Bonjour there. I assume we're talking about certified sad Star Wars moment. Yeah, we've really like detoured today. Detoured? What the hell was I trying to say there? Detoured today. We were talking about Survivor, but then we're just talking about the most depressing moments of Star Wars. I don't know how we got here, but we're here now, and it's fantastic because we're all crying together. Danny. Spartan Order 66 is straight up emotional damage. And we just keep going back to it. We're going back to it in bloody Mando still. Like it's been I can't calculate quick enough. 19 years? 19 years since we first saw Order 66 and we're still getting content on it. Man, just like let us drown in our sorrows and leave it behind. Let us grieve it. Love Star Wars, lol. The only constant in my life. You know, that's fair. It's. I agree with that. I'm with you there. When Ahsoka saw Rex and the clones logo was pretty. With her logo was pretty emotional. Yeah, I agree there. Yes, as a Halo fan, don't watch it. Okay, okay, okay. Sajida agreeing as well. All right. The Halo show destroyed my chief to a pair of butt cheeks. I like that's very descriptive. I appreciate that actually. All right, Apo, hear me out. Best use of tension in Star Wars history was the pre-Order 66 scene after Maul was captured. The lack of dialogue, the uncomfortable music, the knowledge of when it's taking place. I agree. And it was probably like, I can't explain this, but it's like, it was just like a little too long. And it sounds like I'm criticizing it, but I'm like, it's like a criticism, but that's what made it uncomfortable and good. So like, I agree with you. It was just like a lot of the episode was just like people walking around and moving more onto on the landing platform, and then there's no music and it's just no dialogue like you're saying, and the music is a woo, and then we'll get onto the ship and we're on the ship and the circus standing there, woo. So tense, so tense for sure. Yeah, oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Kyle Katarn. There you go. That's where I saw it. Totally agree. Totally agree. Hey, Jupiter, make sure to stream next Thursday, Ray. Everything is about to change for you. Next Thursday? What's happening next Thursday? What's next Thursday? That's like the 9th. What's happening on the 9th? That's so ominous. That's so ominous, Jupiter. Should I be afraid? I feel like I should be scared now. I've seen every Star Wars movie since I was 9 in 1977. My fave ever is Empire Strikes Back, but The Clone Wars is the best Star Wars content, hands down to me. Well, I almost agree to you, actually. Phantom Menace and Empire Strikes Back kind of swap being my favorite movies, and then Clone Wars to me is like the best Star Wars creation ever. Master Cheeks. Oh, someone put that on a shirt. Yeah, it's like we're all numb, aren't we? We're all numb. Okay, well, let's share our final thoughts on this news. Let's wrap it up here. Jedi Survivor delayed April 28th. Yes, it's sad because I'm impatient and maybe some of you are impatient, and I'm really excited for this game and I want to be Cal again. So that's sad, but there's a lot of positives. We can all focus on Mando really well. I won't have to do like 4,000 streams a week to like cover everything. So we can just focus on Mando. And then once that's done, it's going to be very sad when Mando finishes. And then we get to, but then when we have Survivor to kind of, mask that pain. So yeah, we get to focus on Mando. We get more time to save up for new consoles if we don't have them already. And we also get time to read Battle Scars, the prequel book to Survivor, which I'm very keen to do. I'll do a review show video, both probably, on that book as well. So yeah, there's some good things to come out of this. I was very cynical at the start of the show, but I'm coming out with some good pointers here. All right, Sajid, you got it. You know it. It's reading time. Let's get to it. So if you weren't with us last week, we are reading through the visual dictionaries of Star Wars. Some of you have had this. Some of you have borrowed it from libraries. Some of you had it at school. These are very iconic. I've had these since I first saw Star Wars when I was about 10 years old, and I haven't looked at them in about a decade. So we're reading through it together. It's super fun. Last week was just so fun. I was just planning to do one, but then if you stayed to the end of the show last week, well, I was like, do we keep going? You were all like, yeah. So that's what we're doing this week. So of course we're chronologically going through, and we're up to Attack of the Clones. So we've got the visual dictionary, and we also have the cross sections book as well. I have most of them. I don't. I need to get Revenge of the Sith before next week. So if anyone has Revenge of the Sith visual dictionary, maybe hit me up. Maybe we could. I'll pay for postage if you want to send it to me for the show. But today we're doing Attack of the Clones. So of course, let's get reaction cam in here. Check out the new angle. I tried to learn from last week and improve the angle. So I was struggling to do the whole flip around to show you guys. So we're doing this. So see how good is reaction cam, trying to keep the connection there. But we've got a better angle here, which is super fun. So then you can kind of see it a little better. So reaction cam is back in business. Let me just happy days. Okay, we're doing well. We're doing well. Okay, so we'll do what we did last week: Attack of the Clones, visual dictionary first, and then we'll hit the cross sections afterwards. Now, do you all remember what was the wildest thing that we learned last week? It was wild. That Yoda, Jedi Master Yoda, has weed or some sort of meditative drug that enhances his meditative abilities in his cane, in his bloody walking stick, which is wild news. So let's see what insane thing we can discover today. Yoda is a stoner. Yeah, pretty much. Flying Frisch. This was so great before, right? Glad you enjoyed it. All right. Fashion statement. That's right, Sevilla. Yeah. Was it Jar Jar? Jar Jar's vest was classified as a fashion statement. Wild stuff in these visual dictionaries. All right, let's get to it. This is so fun. This is such a better angle for you guys. If reaction cam wants to stop lagging, that'll be great. All right. So you can see the whole book here. Okay. So this is like the synopsis I think we start with. Refugees. Why are they calling them refugees? Oh, this is their refugee disguise. Right. I figured, how does it start again? Oh, the explosion on the platform. That's right. All right. Now this legend, Caleb. We were talking about this guy before. Typho, Captain Typho. Naboo soldiers compose most Captain Typho's security force on Coruscant. Typho's eye patch is a mark of dedication since he lost his eye in the line of duty. What do they mean by that? Captain Typho's eye patch, so his eye patch he wears, is a mark of dedication? What the hell does that mean? Since he lost his eye in the line of duty. What do you mean mark of... He doesn't have an eye. It's not a mark of dedication. He just doesn't have an eye. Wild. Okay. He's great. He should have been in the movies more. We've got Caudre and Dorme here. She died. Rip her. Poor Caudre. Like the Naboo Queen, Padme is served and protected in vulnerable situations by loyal handmaidens who can act as decoys, assuming Padme's identity, appearance, and dress. How wild that for 10 years, Padme just was in not hiding, but had to have all these decoys all the time. That's kind of what a life, what a kind of hidden life to have. Living legend, right? Loved him with Play School. That's true. That's pretty much all we gathered from last stream. Captain Pancake. I love that. Are you thinking of Captain Panaka from Phantom Menace? Oh, and the great gun. Here's the gun. This is what we were talking about last week. Actually, is this the same thing? I don't know. This is the same gun, right? Of the wah. It's a little lower. It's a bit high pitched there. Wah. Do you guys know what I'm referencing there? Wah. I feel like that's a slightly different one. Maybe I'm doing a different impression there. Change the Palpatine. He's looking pretty fly here. Let's talk about his sleeves of ancient design. Okay. Subdued color and simple style convey gravity without pompous exhibitionism. What the hell does that sentence even mean? Subdued color and simple style convey gravity without pompous exhibitionism. Okay. So, okay, so they're saying they convey like he's a bad dude, or he's an important dude without being over the top. Okay. Huh. Okay. So hang on. I don't. You can't really read the words, but I'll just point to what I'm reading anyway. Catch up here, reaction cam. Catch up. There we go. Oh, is reaction cam lagging for you guys, or is that just me? Let me just double check everything. Is this lagging for you, Grandpa Sheev? It's his chair here. It's at the bottom of his chair, like the base of it. It says hidden shield generator. There you go. So the base of his seat should have like makes a shield gen. Is that in anything? Is it in Clone Wars or anything? That's cool. Ultra dense alloy armor. Wow, the chair's actually made out of armor. Wild stuff. Slimore. I'm still, don't mention Slimore. We missed the greatest dinner party scene ever opportunity in Andor. Oh, missed out. Was it good? Yeah, that was a perfect. Best Naboo gun sounds ever. Thank you. Oh, God, actually, I was thinking of you all last week. I have a new impression that I want to debut right now. I didn't look up the name of the character. It was some background character that is just reoccurring on Clone Wars. And he's like in a bunch of it's a lot of underworld scenes, like Underworld Coruscant or like Underworld, like I think he was in season 7 on what's the Pike's planet? Anyway, when Ahsoka and the Martez sisters were like running away. But he's in like every season and like in a lot of episodes of Clone Wars. Don't even know the species name, but hopefully you get it from this impression. Hey, you got beer. Do you guys know that guy I'm talking about? I feel like he's in a lot of cantina scenes and he often has a bottle with him as well. Hey, you got beer. That guy. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know that guy? Anyway, I was thinking about that this week. You know that guy? Yeah, India, you know this guy? I can't think of any other lines he says though. I genuinely can't think of anything else. That's all I know. He's like the goat or something. Yeah, he's like furry. He's got like horns here and he's got like a weird mouth. Yeah, Goatman. Goatman. What's the name? Someone Wikipedia this guy. But we don't even have anything to Wikipedia him with. It's just like furry horned Goatman. Hey, you. What are you doing here? Anyway. Oh my god, yeah. He's in Bad Batch as well, Arkham? When Omega is looking for a toy. Hey, that's not yours. Oh, anyway. That guy. Love that guy. Anyway, sorry, just reading the there's the little boxes down the bottom. The data file is the interesting part. Are you saying all Gotels? Is that what they're called? Gotels? Gotels all look the same? Oh, no way. It is. It's the name of species? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, the species did have a death stick and a splash. Yeah, like I feel like every time we've like seen him in the underworld, it's oh, that's what he says. Hey, hang on, I can't do it while laughing. Hey, watch it. Am I doing it justice? Maybe I don't want to be in my head that I'm doing that good, but I feel like I'm doing that good. Hey, watch it. Anyway, thank you, Toro Cobra, though. They go to immediate instance Venom. Species humanoid, sentient native to the moon of Antar 4. They were common throughout the galaxy and could have been seen on many planets. There you go. Oh, these streams are so fun. I have so much fun. Okay. All right. What do we got? Who the hell are these guys? Ista Paddy, Lexi Dio, and Soupy. Who the hell are these guys? Some senators adopt fashions of Coruscant, while others maintain the traditions of the home world senators' clothing, styling, and mode of conduct can offer clues to their political sympathies. Yeah, but I want to know who these people are. I let me give it closer. Who the hell are these guys? You see, who the hell are these guys? What are these? Ista Paddy. What's this? What's this? Lexi Dio and Soupy. Who's Soupy? Oh, jeez, these weird ass background characters. The Unipod droid. I love how the Unipod droid made a cameo in Book of Boba Fett. Loved that. That was great. Love the Unipod. Great addition. His impressions keep getting better. Thank you, Vibey. Appreciate it. Soupy, right? Soupy? Suppy? Maybe it's Suppy. I don't know. We got some data file entry here saying droids are frequently misused because galactic law treats them as machinery, regardless of their self-awareness. Is this droid abuse that we're finding out right now? They're frequently misused because galactic law treats them as machinery. Justice for droids. Let's start it. Hello, Daddy One. All right. What can you tell us, Obi-Wan? Utility pouch, food and energy capsules, Jedi tunic layered to adapt different environments. Fantastic. That's normal. Lightsaber. Yep, that's all normal. Rugged travel boots. Love it. What a great guy. What a great guy. Well, tell me something, data file. What wonder is this? Quartermasters in the Jedi Temple issue Obi-Wan with the field equipment such as the scanner and monitor. I don't even know. What, did he use that ever? That's a great stance. Oh, does his saber have a charging port? Power cell, hand grip, internal blade crystal, blade power adjust, activator, blade length and intensity control, blade modulation circuitry, blade emitter. No charging port. If you were here last week, I made a grave discovery that lightsabers have a charging port, and I'm like, do they run out of battery? What happens then? But I want to go back because maybe this one says it has a power cell housing. Maybe that one's like everlasting. Maybe that just is forever. This could last forever. Also, I you can't really see it on stream. Let me show you here. I'm wearing my 20th anniversary Attack of the Clones shirt from Celebration. Ooh, can't get up there. Check that out. Because I got to wear it on my Attack of the Clones day. So, love it. Got it from Celebration last year. Jedi Jesus is Obi-Wan's best look, to be honest. Yeah, for sure, right? L3, love that droid, right? Okay, nothing new of information there, but love Obi-Wan. Love Anakin's Attack the Clones look, to be honest. Because he still looks young, but he's like an adult now. It's like really cool. I enjoy Attack the Clones Annie. Unconventional tunic color expresses Anakin's independence. Me when I had my emo phase as a teenager. It's not a phase, Mom. Padawan's short hairstyle, learner braid, fantastic. Synthetic leather surcoat offers more protection than traditional clothing garment. Love it. That's good. See, his lightsaber down here, you can't really see it. His lightsaber doesn't have a charging port. Oh, I love this ship. This is was it this ship or was it Zam? What's her name? Not Waddell. Oh, Sam Wessel. Is it her ship? Where's her ship? Yeah, this one. Is it that one? Or is it this one that goes... Is it that one? Is it... Which ship is it? Is it the ship the speeder they get? Is it this yellow one? Or is it Zam's? You know what I mean? The shirt is thank you, appreciate it. I thought you were talking about Anakin's, and I was like, "Oh, no, my shirt, thank you." Hey, Bing, welcome to the stream. Jedi. Well, what do you know? That sounded like Dex, actually. That didn't sound like Watto. Me too. Me too, to be honest. To be honest. Was it Sam's or this one? CT17, is it just me or is Anakin's Attack of the Clones fit the same as his Revenge of the Sith bit? The only difference I notice is the hair. That's a good question. Maybe it is the same. Maybe it is the same. It's this. So it's the yellow space. It's this one though. Okay, cool. Thank you, Joey. Sound effects on point tonight. Yeah, I don't need one of those. You know when streamers have like those buttons where it's like sound effects happen. I will never need one of those. I can make my own. This bit here stole. I thought he looked like an owl. Oh, that's funny. Imagine having a mechanical hand. Wild stuff. Forbidden feelings. How ominous. All right. Zam. It is rough. We the first 40 minutes. Keep watching the show, but go back to the start of the show. We spent 40 minutes discussing it being better. It's good and bad. It's good and bad. His outer cloak is black in Revenge of the Sith, right? I think so. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so Zam, you know what? I've always wondered about these centipede things. Stinger, painful but not fatal. Bite delivers lethal nerve poison. Hang on. So is it lethal or not? Stinger is painful but not fatal. But so this is just one end. This is this end. The other end, bite delivers lethal nerve poison. Well, is it gonna kill her or not? Because what bet is that? So it either bites or stings. So what if it stings but doesn't bite? Or what if it was meant to just sting but it does bite? So many questions. That I feel like that isn't the best way to be killing someone. I don't know. Okay, let's check this out. Scarf hides female humanoid visage. Love it. Direct to lungs breathe pack. Oh, that's interesting. A breathe. So the tubes, like the front of her, she has these tubes here. Yeah, direct to lungs breathe pack. Hose fits grafted coupling in Zam's ribcage. Wow. She's a bit Darth Vader like. She kind of has this breathing apparatus, external exoskeleton thing. Bodysuit stretches to allow shapeshifting. You would want that, something nice and stretchy when you want to change your species. Universal key. That's handy. Key to the city. Great. Blast energy sink skirt. Don't even know what that means. Shin guards. Well, if you're slide tackling someone, you want to be safe. Boots accept a variety of limb forms. I've been meaning to get a pair of those. Fantastic. And the spotter here. If it's extra possible, same. I was pumped. Speaking of Attack of the Clones, Anakin, I love that Funko where he has two sabers. Oh, I need to see that. That'd be cool. Looks like Anakin's cloak is dark brown until he marches onto the temple. That could be the lighting. Oh, yeah, I feel like the lighting is very like contrasting and stark there. Maybe. George Lucas's first wife, Marcia. Lucas felt it was extremely creepy that Padme had a relationship with young Anakin. I mean, kind of fair. If it's like she was like 15 and he was like 9, that is odd to like strike up a relationship there. Tough question. Would me, Ray, leave Australia, all your friends and family behind to go to Coruscant and train to be a Jedi? That is a great question. That is a tough question. You know what? I think if there was more like room for flexibility about it, maybe. Like I feel like if it was to like go train for like 5 years or something, I would, but obviously that doesn't exist. But I don't think I could. Good question. Good question. Okay. What are we saying? What are we doing? So that's the saber dart. What you got here? Is it one of those Kaminoans? Those saber dart. Preferring to leave no trace, Sam dislikes projectile weapons. A saber dart such as Django might use to be made silent, highly lethal, but has the potential to lead pursuers back to its source. Well, he didn't read that warning, did he? Okay. Croissant underlevels? What the hell are these things? Beyond law. Impoverished Bith. I love it. Discarded clothing. This is really funny. What the hell are all these things? What the hell is the stone mite? Where is this in the movie? Duracrete slug. Duracrete slug? When do we see these things, man? What the hell? Oh yeah, the nightclub goers. This was funny. This was funny. Enlist today and help bring order to the galaxy. Right? Right? Yeah. It's a while for impatient people. It's annoying. Hey, it's annoying. Atlanta nightclub. So we got the gang all together. Night out. Love it. Human hair wig. Okay. Makeup. Solop's hairstyle. Surgically altered eye color. Wow, that's a detail. That's unnecessary. Cult tattoo betrays affiliation. Flexible antipalps. Antennae palps. Concealed under the hair. Is this the death stick guy? Where's the death? Yeah, is this the death stick guy? That's the death stick guy, right? Yeah. What does he have a name? I want to know his name. What's death stick guy's name? Want to buy some death sticks? Dex's Dino. Old buddy. Okay. Hermione Bagua. Dexter's waitress, Hermione Bagua. Jules with WA7 for mastery of the dining room. Jules with WA7. My good heavens. For mastery of the dining room. Each is convinced that she has the superior position. Hermione grew up in the Coruscant underlovers and feels fortunate to work on the surface now. Wow. Oh, feels very fortunate to work on the surface now. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's right. The droid. This is WA7 here. What did she say? Honey, there's somebody to see you. Iconic. But a bit of a dueling. That's a big word to say. So the waitress and the droid was dueling for mastery of the dining room. That's hilarious. Oh, that's his name. Okay. I can't even say his last name there. You don't want to somebody just sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. Love it. All right, Dexter. What have we got? Beady eye. Sensory whiskers. Oh, so it's not just a mustache. It's not just like he has facial hair. It's sensory whiskers. Stale food, yum. Wattle of adult basilisk. Okay. I can't even read some of these words. Utility garment. Ah, yes. Oh my god! I don't know if you can see here. It's got a little thing here, and it points to his stomach, and it says "Result of living admits good chow." That's hilarious. How do I get this there? Can you see that? Result of living admits good chow. Wow, what a way to say that. Want a cup of Java juice? Wild stuff. And their little chat in there. Oh, the Jedi Temple. Okay. Active Jedi. Uh, um, Krell, Pong, Jedi Master Pong Krell. That was that guy. Oh, that would have been sick. That would have been so cool. I love it. Okay. Visually disruptive patterning. Let's talk about Shakti's Laku there. Visually disruptive I don't think she's done it on purpose. I'm pretty sure that's just her skin. Guys, jeez. Lay off. I never knew that number. Data file down here says more than 9,000 fully trained Jedi are scattered throughout the galaxy, with a further 200 available at the Jedi Temple for emergency missions. Oh, okay. So, like, they're literally, most of the Jedi are literally out and about. They're not at the temple. There you go. Well, that begs the question, if the Order 66 happened, I know a lot of the Jedi were, like, with, like, their commanders or clones that killed them, but, like, 9,000 was, like, not at the temple? Like, hmm. Maybe it was different by the time of Revenge of the Sith, though. Oh, look at the little Jedi. Oh, that's so sad. Okay. It doesn't mention his staff in this one, but we're watching that. Hey, Tundra. Great to have you here. See how I told you that. Oh, for sure, Sin City. Great to have you here, Tundra. I've read that only 1% of that 9,000 survived. What's 1% of 9,000? Is that 90? Yeah, that's 90, right? That's still a lot of Jedi. Still a lot of Jedi. That many are around, and they still send Anakin and Ahsoka. That's so true. He's never without his dab stuff. I love it. Does that mean 1,000 died between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, or there were only 10,000 to 12,000? There you go. Like, maybe. Oh no, you're fine, Tundra. You're fine. Great to have you. I'm glad you could catch the show. Brooke, my favorite part of the Attack of the Clones was the Dooku versus Yoda duel. It is a good duel. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure after this stream, I'm gonna go watch Attack of the Clones. I'm like in the mood for Attack of the Clones again. I only watched it like 2 months ago. I remember Kanan said 10,000 Jedi in Rebels, but it's in a ballpark. And I do actually have to remind myself as well that this isn't really, like, it's kind of canon, this book, but kind of not canon. So I feel like that number in this book isn't canon, and that's more correct for sure. Okay, how many clone legions, attack battalions, etc. were there in? Right. What's the GAR? Because there had to be 700 to be assigned to all those Jedi. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, not every one of those Jedi should have a member with them. What happened to the dead Jedi? Cemetery on Coruscant? Bodies returned to the families that never knew them? Burned on pyre? That's a good question. Actually, that would be a good deep dive there. Good deep dive. Madame Jacostanu. What's your thoughts? Put in the chat a W or an L for Madame Jacostanu. I'm kind of mixed on her. Obviously W if you think she's great. L if not so great. WL for Jacostanu. Let me know. Madame Jacostanu is the Archives director and a former active Jedi Knight. Her astonishing memory seems to rival the Archives itself, which she runs a tool rather than a service, expecting Jedi to support personnel to do their own research. Her pride sometimes blinds her to see the Archive's limitations. However, well, that proves a point where she was like really passive aggressive about Camino not existing. It's kind of wild. Oh, okay, Tundra, big W. What have we got? Mark with an L, Jeed with a W, Tundra with a W, Spartan with an L, Book with a W, Sin City with lots of L's, Tundra with lots of W's, Chicken Texas L, Apo L, conceited and stuck up. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, to be honest. Yeah. Caleb agreeing with an L, Sin City L. Ooh, we're gonna have look. You know what? I don't condone arguing, but I will open a discussion about arguing about over Madame Jacostanu. Yeah, that's true. CT17 saying an L as well. Okay, all right. So a couple of you on a side. But a couple of you not fans. Most of you not fans. Yeah, I'm kind of. She was kind of passive aggressive. She was a little sassy, not to my liking. So I kind of agree with most of you there. This is interesting. This is a deleted scene in Attack of the Clones, I believe. The archives offers many opportunities for reflection. Statues remind Jedi not only of the great and the good, but also the lost 20, the only Jedi to leave the Order voluntarily. That's an odd thing to do. That's an odd thing to be like, hey, these are the great Jedi that left our Order. Like, you would think they wouldn't want to like be like, these people are great. I don't know. Just a thought. Just a thought. Sith holocron. This is a cool looking holocron. Super cool. All right, what have we got here? Freight trampers. Oh, I love these costumes. Where it looks like they have like a. It looks like they're like got a pram or something like on their back. Yep. Where have we got here? Come on, reaction cam. These guys, hilarious. That looks hilarious. Yeah, right. Such a weird thing. Wonder who they were, what they did, right? Can't believe the entire history of the Jedi and only 20 left. People say clones are indoctrinated. That's good argument. Good argument there. All right. So this gang hood allows close work in rain. Oh, it's like a rain hood. It's like a. You know what? I feel like that'll be a good invention for now. It's like a. Just an umbrella attached to you. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of down for that. This guy's a nuclear waste technician. Mutant Aquilish with second pair of eyes. Oh, he's a mutant. Oh, he does. He's got a second pair of eyes down here. That's kind of terrifying. Wild stuff. Peter must have did that after his meditation. I love that. Padme. All right. What have we got here? Her Nubian yacht. I love this ship. Padme served as a queen for the maximum 2 4-year terms and was elected senator upon conclusion of her reign. Nice. Who is the senator? Palpatine became chancellor, and Padme continued to be queen for the next 8 years. Who's the senator then? That's probably in the Queen books. We got another big one. Kaminoans. The gang. Topoka City, man. Speaking of things that was it Jar Jar? Was it really Jar Jar? No way. Because he became. Oh no, he was just the representative. Was it really Jar? Oh yeah, no, hang on. It was because that when Attack of the Clones, it was like. Oh no, hang on. I'm getting all confused here. Was it really Jar Jar? The senator for Naboo, he gave Palpatine the emergency power. Oh yeah, of course. At this point, Padme is senator, correct? Yes. Who we got? I always get the name. So this is Tanwi. Dead. Tanwi's here. Kosai. Large eyes. See well in murky conditions. There you go. Elongated. Great. I wonder what these tubes were. I wondered what that was meant to be. The clones. Meme. What a meme. Clone trooper growth. Apo and other clone fans. What's this symbol up here? This is saying this is the Clone Army Project emblem. How interesting is that? Oh, it's on their little outfits. I've never seen that emblem before in my lifetime. Kaminoan's clone reconditioned the average 7 aberrants for every 200 clones produced, maintaining superb standards. There you go. Is this a chip? Is this the chip brainwave concealer? Reorientation unit? What is this? Oh, here we go. Maintaining perfection. The Kaminoans strive to control every aspect of the clone's existence for perfect regularity, but slight deviations occur in the development of any living individual's biochemistry. Chief Scientist Kosai inspects the clones at every stage of life to identify those who have drifted from the standard aberrant clones and are given extra conditioning to regularize them. So that's kind of kind of hinting like a bad batch situation. There's, batch 99. Hey, Numa, welcome to the show. Dad, Tom Ree's here. That's my best young boba. They were shady, man. For sure, for sure. That symbol on the shoulders of the doctor's outfits of Mandalorian. Is it? Ooh, I did not know that. Very interesting. It's also one of the characters at the end of season 1 of the Bad Batch. That makes sense. Well, I think they're doing a lot of cloning in the background of Bad Batch. Surprised any of the Jedi knew the Sith, given the amount of knowledge withheld from them. That's a good point. The equipment. Okay, what's this one again? Does this have a charging port? Tabana gas. Is that a Clone Wars episode where there's like Tabana gas somewhere? There's like, excuse me, like a leak or something. Am I remembering that right? Signal on the shoulder of the scientist, Dr. Pershing. I didn't even know. I didn't even know he had it. I feel bad. Spoke to the guy. I didn't even know he had this on it. I love that though. Tabana gas is from Bespin Cloud City. That's where it's like, that's familiar. There you go. There you go. Man, you guys are schooling me on the Star Wars lore today. What, you guys got a favorite blaster? The DC-15, the iconic classic one? Love the DC-15. The DC-15 rifle. There's a blaster with a rifle. Rex's blasters. I love those pistols. Django. Loved him. That kind of looks like the Nubian blaster, but I love his pistols. Those are super cool. The Westar 34 blaster. 5 Wookiees. There you go. Qui-Gon knew the Sith because Dooku was deep into Holocron's lore and prophecies. Probably the only ranking members of the council had any real knowledge. Yeah, true. I agree with that. That's a good question. How do people in Star Wars not know their history except for a select few, seemingly? You'd think the Republic would their children on their wars with the Sith and the Mandalorians. Maybe it's something there's just that many billions of people that it just doesn't, it's not prioritized for them to know. I wish we got some more flashbacks, to be honest, of Django and young Boba in Book of Boba Fett, to be honest. If I'm fingers crossed for season 2, and I hope we get more. Look at their little stance here. Love it. Look at them together there. Tem, little Boba. Youth boots. Love it. Oh my god, he had a laptop. You can't see that's what this thing in the corner here is. Django uses a portable computer system to store mission information. They are programmed to erase all stored information if not handled correctly. Fantastic. Oh, wow. Earpiece receives signals from Slave One and protects Django from enemy sonic weapons. Oh, so maybe if like the sound from what the hell are they called? The like the sonic charges? Is that what they're called? Wow. So that's my sonic charge sound. That's not as good as the other ones, but that's that anyway. Rain cloak. I love his rain cloak. Disciplined posture. And the Slave One. This is so cool. Oh, the Lars family. Aunt Beru. She's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. Would have been awesome. Would have been if you keep people without knowledge, it's easy to manipulate them. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I feel like they wouldn't know too much, to be honest. Yeah. Not to say standard education is any better in real life, but there are many of us history nerds out and about. I hope to see a character well educated in Star Wars galactic history one day. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The Lars family, Aunt Beru, the legends, Owen and Beru. The small town of Anchorhead provides a nexus for the moisture farming community of the Great Chot Salt Flat. Beru White Sun. That's her last name. There you go. Or her maiden name, I guess. White Sun. It's fantastic. I love the kitchen. We've got a little picture of their kitchen there. At last, 3PO is not naked, right? He's got some decency now. He's got some decency now. Oh, the Mechno chair, the one that Lars is on. Oh, I love it. Klieg Lars' leg cut off by a lethal tripwire, refusing to be fitted with a Mechno leg. Klieg confined into a power chair. There you go. A footrest, control stick. That's wild. Klieg Lars. You're the best wife a man could ever hope for. That was his little speech to Shmi. That's really funny. What did he say? 30 of us went out. Only I returned. Or something like that. Whatever his lines were. It was funny. Klieg Lars, eh? Hey, Derek. Hey, Ray. Made it to the stream. You did make it. It's been a long one today. An hour and a half. Oh, an hour and a half. Not too long, actually. Great to have you here. Seeing Aunt Beru makes me want some blue milk from Galaxy's Edge. Right? Got a dip, but hope the rest of the stream goes well. Catch you all around. Thanks for joining, Indie Yoda. Everyone say goodbye to Indie Yoda. Thank you for dropping by and hanging out with us. Appreciate your comments, man. Appreciate it. Catch you in the next one. I'll catch you on Twitter or something. We'll banter elsewhere. Catch you around. Okay. Tusken Raiders? Who's this guy? I've never seen this Tusken. Who's this guy? Oh, it's a female Tusken. Female Tusken pouch. Jewelry made of metal taken from slain captives. Okay. Sand shroud? Eye slit? That's amazing. Shrouded in mystery. I didn't know the females looked totally in a different setup like this. This is like a totally different look. Very, very interesting. Gaffy stick, the little kid carry-all pouch, sand cloak. So this one's a unisex outfit, so any child can wear that. Ah, the Count. The Count. I love it. Let me whack some music on for you guys. I'll be right back. love my own. Zeph Merc, they need to bring back the female look, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It was pretty cool looking outfit, to be honest. Yeah, they were all dressed the same, for sure. I think that's, yeah. This is the book where they showed Dooku's thing, superiority. Oh, is it? Maybe it's the next one. Because it has something here. It is a bop, isn't it? I'll turn it down low. There we go. We can keep it on though. No, it says, yeah, Count's gaze immobilizes weak-minded individuals. Okay. No, I didn't make the song, but my brother did. He's a active musician. And yeah, wrote and recorded the song for me. So he wrote it. Cape is emblem of Count of Sereno. Curved lightsaber, yeah, great. Okay, yeah, I thought this was the gaze one, but no. Sculpture. Is this this is the one that's in the temple, right? He's looking cool though. All that makes sense though. Inclined blade. Is anyone else has a curved lightsaber? There's a Sarge Ventress's sabers. Are those curved? Those are curved, right? So they're saying people get lost in Dooku's eyes. Yes, don't you? Oh, for sure. Star Wars Sublight in the chat. G'day there. Welcome to the chat. Oh, so yeah, of course, Ahsoka, lol. And Ventress. Yeah, and Ventress. And Ventress. Oh, that's funny. Okay, Separatists. Again, I will not shut up that they need to make a show about just Separatists. Oh, and specifically the Neomoidians. Newt Gunray, Gilramus Libcath. Wow, this guy, and he was only in Attack of the Clones, I think. They've pointed to his hand here and just said sign of insecurity. Mood, right? Trade Federation. Oh yeah, I love the ships that they have on Geonosis. They were cool. Where's Wok Tambor? I thought Wok Tambor would be in here. Sand Hill. He was in Plagueis, was he not? Am I typing close? That's okay. Why did Count Dooku get to keep the title of Count if the Jedi must give up everything? I think he only took it after he became left the Jedi Order. If I'm not incorrect. Oh, victory! When most people in the Separatists just idealists that didn't love what the Republic was doing, they weren't evil but manipulated, forced into galactic war by Dooku. Pretty much. I think a lot of them were like that. There were like kind of self-indulgent people like the Trade Federation that was kind of in for the money, but there was a lot of senators and planet systems in the Separatists that were kind of just there, weren't they? Is that legal? I hope so. Sen Hill. I know that name. I don't know who the hell these guys are. Pascal Argentine? Denaria Key? Po Nudu? Aid? Tix? Oh, jeez. I'm not even making these names up. Let me show you. Let's get you close in there. So we got Po Nudu, we got Aid, and we've got Tix. What the hell? Good gracious. Ah, yes. Geonosian aristocracy. Aristocracy. That's the word. Love Geonosis. It's a great planet. It's actually... Oh, you know what? I was totally forgotten. We're meant to have a background change this whole time. Oh, well. But we're on Geonosis now. Poggle the Lesser, great guy. Hilarious in this movie. Hilarious in the Clone Wars. Iconic. Hey, Micah. Great to have you in the show. Hope you're doing well. And g'day there as well. Someone I worked today asked me, are we allowed to do that? And I did the pub voice and said, I will make it legal. I walked away and they looked at me like I was insane. Good. That's how we should all act, really. It was basically the Rebel Empire, except injustice, right? Pretty much. Poggle the Lesser, yes. All right, this guy, command staff, bracelet represents number of prime hives under Poggle's control. Oh, that's a cool detail. That is very cool. Holy crap. Expensive jewelry thread made from the extinct cave spider's giant egg cases. Jeez. Wings not used after youth. Noted. Okay. This is hilarious. Okay. Battle droids. I remember this page being like massive. Super battle droids were pretty dope, hey? They were so cool. Especially in this movie, like seeing like B1 droids and then seeing the super battle droids. Super cool. Super cool. Amazing. Droidicas, I'm like Droidicas, human category, personal shield generators, understandably. Masters, destroyers. Geonosian drones. Love it. The Picador control creatures, criminals in the arena. Position is once fewer note. Aspire. Okay, so yeah, this was the thing the Geonosian rode around in the arena, I believe. Soldier drone. Actually, that's another great blaster, the sonic blaster of the Geonosians. The sound of that is very satisfying. I probably can't do that one, to be honest. Opposable thumbs. There you go. They have opposable thumbs and 2 fingers. Look at a soldier's harness. Small cerebrum for minimal independent thought. Love that. Yeah, I love this gun. Aiming vanes, emitter, cowl channels, sonic beam. Great sound. That should have been in my video about great sound in the prequels. Ah, yes, the beasts. The arena beasts. Oh, Tundra, I dislike. Big statement. I dislike super battle droids. I think they just look kind of clunky, not super useful. Yeah. In Rebels, the point is brought up that they weren't meant to win, but beat everyone down until they were weak. Too weak to fight the Empire, taking over everything. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. And you know what? I feel like they were fairly successful in that. All right, and the arena beasts, the Acklay. He's great sound in this one as well. The Nexu. What was this guy called? The Reek. Acklay, Nexu, and Reek. I like how, was it the Nexu? Yeah, it was the Nexu in that Bad Batch episode last year. Not last year, but last season. Jedi Knights in battle. They have to have Coleman Traber in here. With Kit Fisto. Horizontal parry by Kit Fisto. Love it. You know, Mace Windu's move, that backhand, like, blaster block was chef kiss. Luminara and Dooley, Varys Offie. That's right, I forgot she was like in this to Shark T. We've got Common Traber down here. Did they say anything about him? Special lightsaber disciplines take advantage of non-humanoid abilities such as 360-degree vision. Common Traber has 360-degree vision? Holy crap. Jedi train constantly with their lightsabers, whether alone on long-field assignments with their colleagues at the temple. So I think this is the only mention of Coleman Traber we get. It's not even mentioned. He's just in this page. He's just there. Great legend. Is the stream gonna stay up to the new Bad Batch episode? Question Flute. Is that how you say that? No. We're gonna wrap up shortly after this. All right. lightsaber combat. Now this is super interesting, actually. I haven't looked too much into the combat. I know there's all the different forms and things. Super interesting. They're going deep in this, actually. Well, I guess there's a lot more combat in this than the Phantom Menace, essentially. Apart from the duel, really. So this is like all the stances, the parries and how to attack, and there's like sections, left arm, right arm. Oh, they have names. Jedi moves. So a 180-degree turn is called a jung. 360-degree spin to gain power for an attack is called a jung ma. Force-assisted jump to evade an attack to the legs is called a sai. One-handed grip spinning lightsaber 360 degrees is a shun. It's called a shun. There you go. I didn't even know that. Oh, and that's the end. Again, just such a why did they end it like this? At the end of the book, last week, who was it? It was like, who was it? Was it Mask? It was some other pod race that they just had randomly at the end of the page. After all that, it's like, you know what? Let's end this book on a bang. Let's end it with Watto. What? Pidroid headplate serves as a tin hat. Ill-fitting vest. This is really funny. I love how he finishes the book. That's fantastic. Alrighty, well, that's the end of the Attack of the Clones visual dictionary. Nothing shocking out of that, but I feel like a lot of interesting tidbits came out of that. That was really, really cool. Now, before we finish as well, we will flick through the cross sections as well. Let me know your favorite vessel from Attack of the Clones. That was awesome. I love that. Wham! Let me know. The Jedi Path book is a deep dive. Yeah, actually, I do have that, but I need to read it, actually. I just never read it all. Because that has, obviously, heaps on it. Maybe we'll get a cameo one day. The only thing I know about a lightsaber form is what I learned in Galactic Star Cruiser. There you go. Okay, let's jump into it. The Naboo Cruiser. You're saying Slave 1, fair enough. Again, the biggest, we won't read through a lot of this, but just, appreciate the absolute detail they have put into this book. It's fantastic. It's amazing. But I love how this Naboo Cruiser style really complements the N1, fighter. They look really good. Like you can see, I don't know if you can see down the bottom here, they've got a little image here with it flying. It's just so smooth and satisfying. Yeah, it's very beautiful, isn't it? So wait, what did we say? So it was Zam's? Was it Zam's? That was this one? Or was the other one? I forget what we said for that one. But this was a cool, great scene, great chase scene actually in this one. The airspeeder. Great scene in the movie that was. Loved that. Was it this one? Was it this one? The yellow one. It was the yellow one. And wow, that looks nothing like Anakin at all. That's hilarious. Look at his face. Look at his face. It looks nothing like Anakin. That's hilarious. Anakin's airspeeder. What's this one actually called? It's got a name. I don't even know if this has a name, if it's named as something. Love Padme's ship. It's good, eh? Ah, the Jedi Starfighter. I love... This is my probably favorite ship design of all. Ever. Driving was crazy and ship. Yeah, Anakin's one. Yeah, okay, that's what we said. There you go. It doesn't say one at all time, right? Got R4 there. Love this design. It's been so fun to build. Ah, here we go. For you Slave 1 fans. Look at this. This is taking up a double. Oh, the Falcon. That's what I was going to Falcon. What the hell? Here we go. Gee, it's in depth, isn't it? So these are all the yellow light indicates the mine is primed. Ah, the fire spray, yeah. What are they just called? Are they called sonic charges? Is that what they're called? Sonic charges? Yeah, there's just so much detail in here. Oh, this is a great scene. This is one of the most beautiful shots in all of Star Wars, arguably. Seismic charges. There we go. Thank you. One of the most beautiful scenes in the whole of Star Wars is when Anakin is flying through the driving this of the plains of Tatooine. Amazing, beautiful scene. There's a lot to it, isn't it? Yeah. And then so there was what was the first one called? So this is the Naboo's cruiser. This one, that was the one that blows up, I believe. And then this is the one she drives, Padme Star's ship. Yeah. Such a good one. I think I actually preferred this one to the cruiser, to be honest. Her ship to the cruiser. He drove it like he stole it because he did, right? Right. Respected Nabri. Nabiri, sorry. Not Nabri. Nabiri. Oh, and a Baru down here. That's a cute detail. Another half one. The Trade Federation core ships. Oh, these were awesome. These were cool. You know what? Actually, one thing from Attack of the Clones, I wish it was a little long, like the Geonosian arena scene. I wish it was a little longer, to be honest. I wish we had more scenes of that. But that's sick. I love the design of the core ships. Commander, focus our fire onto that core ship. What's this? Who's this? Geonosian fighters? They were. Oh, I think we got another double, triple, massive thing here. What the hell is going on here? Hang on. Ooh. Okay, so we've got another double page. Oh, hang on. So these are the assault ships. And then that folds out to ship to who left it. I don't think. Well, that's what I thought it was. That other one, but I don't think it is. Because this one is like a single man. So this is a fighter, but it's a similar design, similar to design. I don't remember the. Yeah, this doesn't look too familiar, but it's a similar design to the one that Dooku left in. Yeah. All right. So we've got the gunships, iconic designs. Let's move you over here. Incredible. I love the little gun turrets where like you sit in the little ball here and they shoot the lasers. So cool. Love that. We have a medical droid on board as well. That's cool. Yes, we got more Geonosian scenes in the Clone Wars to see more of what the first battle could have been like in Republic Commando. Yeah, it's true. I see. I know that reference now. I mean, those bug ships are pretty cool. Yeah, they are pretty cool, actually. Hell yeah, the LAAT, right? ATT. How many does it hold? Does it have a capacity? Crew, 1 pilot, 1 spotter, 4 gunner, support crew, 1 turret gunner outside. 20 clone troopers. Wow. So it holds up to 20 of them. Gee, these are gnarly, aren't they? These are gnarly. Did they show the fight in the Clone Wars episodes and show fighters in the Clone Wars episodes in Geonosis? Maybe that's where that's from. Maybe on landing at Point Rain. I feel like maybe that episode it was in it. That would have been cool, Tundra. Oh my god, that's a brilliant idea. I love that idea. So here's the Solar Sailor, which was Dooku's ship. He embarked on. There he is. Count Dooku in the main hold. Super cool, and I love the whole sail composed of exotic matter that reflects otherwise undetectable energies. So it's for what's it for? The delicate reflector surface most of solar sails unfurled to moon-like diameters and are more commonly pushed by take-on streams, ultraviolet lasers, and then sunlight. Dooku's unique sail, however, achieve the similar performance across the entire galaxy with much smaller span and no detectable support system. This unexplained mobility enhances Dooku's commanding mystique in Geonosian eyes. Right. I'm trying to gauge that. What's the point of the parachute? That was I think I know what it means. I haven't closed the AT-AT hold. Enough. That's really funny. There you go. There you go. That's kind of cool, though. It's a cool ship. Oh, and that was the last one anyway. Yeah, that's just the picture again. Oh, I love it. And again, it's like, if you're into ships, get these books, because we're pretty much just looking at the pictures and saying, "Ooh, that's pretty." But they have so much detail in these books, the cross-section books. Yeah, they're brilliant. Just like mini visual dictionaries just for ships. I love it. Thank you for reaction cam. Alrighty. Well, what a show today, guys. This is almost 2 hours. This has been awesome. I hope you enjoyed today's show. It's been super fun chatting with you all. What have we got coming up this week? We've got Bad Batch tonight. Again, every week I forget Bad Batch is tonight. Super excited. I've heard some very positive things. Spoiler-free positive things from this episode. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Last week's episode was interesting. I'm not too negative about it. I know people weren't too happy about it. I did a poll of what you guys thought of the episode last week, and oh boy, I got some lengthy responses on that post, which was really interesting to hear all your thoughts. Because yeah, it was very light on. It was a very one episode mission, but I mean I'm still in perspective that we're doing a lot of character building for the Bad Batch characters now. Like, I think there's a lot happening with Hunter and Echo, what they are kind of wanting to do and get up to. It's been really interesting. Hopefully a lit Bad Batch episode tonight. Yeah, I agree with you, Bing. Danny, first time watching and it was so fun. Great show. Thank you, Danny. Yeah, it was great to have you here. You've had some great comments. This is the same time every week, so come back next week. And I also do gaming on Sunday nights as well. So glad to have you here, friend. Hope you felt welcomed and had fun hanging out with all us Star Wars fans, but it's been great to have you here. That would be funny, Mike. That would be funny. Oh, so good. But yeah, Bad Batch should be good tonight. I'll be interested to see where we go, if it'll be just like another single episode or if we're going to get into some deeper things. So we're a third of the way, roughly-ish, of the season. Very, very interesting. Sin City, I like Andor and Bad Batch, etc., but not being 24/7 deep and impactful. I'm a fan of character building. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Clone Wars was that. Clone Wars wasn't always deep. We talk about all these great, massive moments like Season 7 and all these big moments that happen. That's only emotional because of all the character building, the missions, the getting to know the characters. So, we just got to get to know these characters a little more. How many episodes in the season? I believe it's 16. 16. Terry Cobra, taking a nap then coffee for the Bad Batch tonight. I hope it's not a silly episode this time. Yeah. I mean, I think with 2 in a row, we can maybe be hopeful that it's, we might see some interesting other characters tonight. Does anyone know what the name of the new episode will be tonight? Good question. Let's look it up. Season 2, not season 1. Wow, this is taking me so long to find out. We've got Tribe. So tonight's episode is called Tribe. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Next week of Bad Batch is another 2-episode release. That's right. That's just like that random mid-season double drop. Interesting. And we're watching Andor now. I'm enjoying it much more than the initial airing. You know what? I have to have a rewatch of Andor because, I might have that similar experience. I wasn't really a big fan of Andor, to be honest. 16. I believe 16. Yeah, the Tribe. Interesting name, hey. Some Funko. Oh, Mike saying, are there any books or figures toys out? And/or books or figures? I don't know about books. There are some and/or Funko Pops. I have one, oddly. I got it before the show, and then I didn't really love the show, so now I'm like, well, now I just have a random Cassian. I know it's a great show. There are Black Series figures, I believe. Yeah, they should be out, or at least coming out soon. CT17, last week's episode was kind of important for the Zepho-like tech, in my opinion, but not necessarily important for the main story of the show. Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. The first 3 episodes were slow, then it really took off. I actually don't know if you're talking about... You're talking about Andor? Andor. Yeah, you're talking about Andor. Austin King, I think we'll get Crosshair next week because of the titles for next week's episode. What's next week? Next week is the Clone Conspiracy. You know what? I think you're right there. I think you're very, very right there. Absolutely. Oh, Clone Conspiracy and Truth and Consequences. I agree. I think, yeah, next week's double header there sounds like a heavy clone-centric episode. For sure. All right, gang. Well, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. We've had such fun. What a very deep discussion we had to start off with the show. And then our classic read-through was really, really enjoyable. Again, if you want to get some Star Wars exclusive content, exclusive podcasts, the All Race Squadron will be getting an exclusive behind-the-scenes video on the weekend. There's post polls and questions, things going on for channel members only. So if you want to support me here at the channel, but also get some cool Star Wars content as well, make sure you click the join button down below and check out what's available there and see if you want to join up. Check out my weekly videos, Mando Mondays, every Monday US time, Tuesday Australian. I've got a Mando prediction dropping every Monday just to get the hype going for Mando. It's not too long away now. And of course, the best of Star Wars. We missed last week, but it is a weekly series every weekend. The best of Star Wars video, just sharing some love for Star Wars around the place. And thank you for those who super chatted for me, with me tonight. Thank you always. Super appreciate your support. Again, like I said, all the money just goes straight back into making stuff here. We got to do some cooking. We haven't done some food stuff for a little while. Maybe we should do some more cooking soon. That should be awesome. And shout out, of course, to where's my list here? Shout out to the members: Indie Yoda, Trohar, Tundra, DB, Alec, Sajid, Ghost Rider, Mark, JS Thor, Sin City, Ivan, and Apo. Thank you guys for being a part of the Race Squadron. Appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy all the exclusive content you've been getting. It's been good. It's been very, very good. Thank you everyone in the chat for all your chatter and comments and banter today. This has been a super fun stream. I hope you all enjoyed the Bad Batch episode tonight. And we'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about it online. Make sure you follow me on all the social medias at The Raeside on Instagram and Twitter. We can chat about it over there. Have a great rest of this night, guys. Enjoy Bad Batch. And always choose The Raeside? Maybe? Yeah. Alright, this post-credit scene is seemingly becoming like my meeting with you guys of content here on the channel. So, quick question. Today's stream, we kind of mixed it up a little bid. We had the first part talking about some news. And then the second part, we got to, the creative fun thing we do most weeks. How do you guys feel if we continued that kind of system going forward where it's kind of split? Yeah, start of the show, we open with some Star Wars news, whatever. Quotes, articles, developments happen, if there's some big stuff, should we cover that more in the streams, and then do the creative stuff? So it's kind of a half-half. Like, if you saw the thumbnail for today, it's like I designed it to be half-half. Like, they weren't related, but it was like we're doing both things. So yeah, how are we feeling? Mark saying yes. Clip flip lol. I appreciate it. Being like it, yep. Thumbs way up. I love it. We went off topic, but loved it. Yeah, it was actually really fun, wasn't it? It was really, really fun. Feels good. We chat topic of the day and then creative stuff. Okay, appreciate that, Sevilla. Appreciate that a lot. I think that would be good. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to stretch it. Like, I don't want to kind of force it. Like, if there's a week where there isn't something massive happening, I don't want to be like, someone mentioned they like Star Wars. Like, I don't want to try and milk it. So I'll do it when there's big news coming out. I think we should draw more attention to it for sure. Cool. All right, guys. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for the advice. Glad that you all chipped in on that decision making. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of the night, gang, and enjoy TBB. Catch you next time.